Alrighty, guys, this is Aaron38 coming at you with some more Hot Soldiers action, and this came to my doorstep today. This is the brand new Hot Soldiers Limited Edition Steel Hearts Commander Centurion, which is your Transformers Hearts of Steel Evolution comic book that the comic book that was back then from IDW. I pre-ordered this a while back, and very, very super stoked to get this guy because I like trains, and I actually like this comic. It was freaking cool. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about the 4-part issue of Transformers Evolutions 1 Hearts of Steel. Has Bumblebee on it, and that's a really good comic. You can see Bumblebee right there. He scans of the locomotive. Right there he is. But it's a 4-part issue. We got Starscream here, but you've seen they actually made a figure of him. There's Starscream again with Ravage. And then there's Astro Train. But yeah, very glad to get those comic books out of storage. We're not talking about the comic, but we're talking about the new Hot Soldiers Commander Centurion. And yeah, very cool figure right off the bat. Definitely take a quick look at the packaging, shall we? A nice picture of the Hearts of Steel Bumblebee. And the next one that they're going to be releasing is Hot Soldiers General Commander Prop Sky Pillar. Very nice. Coming on the top, you got some nice product shots of him. He is Commander Centurion, Frontline Soldiers. On the sides here, you got Bumblebee, which previously I reviewed a while back. Hot Soldiers Spy Officer Big Yellow Bee. And then there's just one of their newer ones they just came out with, Gold Flybug, which I didn't bother getting because it's just a repaint and retool. And there's Soundboard. And then you got Ambulance, and you got Spearhead Taxi. You got Cliff Jumper right there. So, lots of other warning things. So that is it for the packaging, fellas. Let's hit the packaging. You also get a nice collector's card. I like how it says Steel Hearts, Hearts of Steel, Almost the same piece of artwork there. Very nice. Some tech specs on the back. Train mode, robot mode. So yeah. And you also get a nice booklet, instruction booklet. And flip on the back, you got all these other ones, and more coming soon. So, see, they started with soundtrack, and look what they're getting. But these are instructions. Very good and played out instructions. And they actually had storage on the bottom for the hammer of the bottom of the train. So yeah, very cool instructional booklet. Just a smaller looking picture. So yeah, that is it for the packaging and accessories. So don't have to worry about him. Alright, here we have, here we go, my camera down for you. So here is Centurion, which is your Hearts of Steel Bumblebee. Yeah, very cool. Right out of the box, this is how he comes out of his box. Very nice. Nice gold. Nice paint apps on this. And the plastic don't feel cheap. It's really, really nice. But get in there on the head scope. Nice Bumblebee. Like, hey. He gets a nice hammer. That's the only accessory he gets. He gets his hammer. A little hollow in the back. But, again, what could you do, guys? What could you do? but he can hold it in his hand either way. Doesn't have much of a backpack. Everything folds up nicely back here. So, very neat. So, yeah. I'll get him to stand straight up here for you. For size comparison, whoop. We need a size comparison about, since we got these hot soldiers, here's the Bumblebee I reviewed from the hot soldiers, the big yellow bee. For size comparison, you can tell how big this is. Here's soundboard, little soundtrack or whatever his name is, with the little Ravage. That came with that bee. And here's Iron Tin. And for more scale for you guys, here is a deluxe power of the primes. So yeah, he's roughly deluxe size. He's basically deluxe size. So very neat. So yeah, very cool. Getting there on the head sculpt, very nice. His head's on a ball joint. Wiggle waggly. And swiveled around very easily, very loose. Like it that they got the bowl heads up on his head. Very cool. This panel here moves up and down for accommodate the shoulders. These move out back and forth. I wish this actually tabbed in, but again, what could you do, guys? What could you do? But this can move back. His shoulders on a ball joint. Very nice. Got a bicep swivel. Elbow joint. Wrist goes down due to transformation right there. He also got a waist swivel and a little bit of a crunch due to transformation. Legs come that way, not forward that much. Comes back that much. Got a nice tight thigh swivel, which is nice. And then actually whenever you go on this side, it actually pops off. Very tight, very secure. And nice knee joint here. Like so. You can bend his knees this way due to transformation. And different ball joint pieces back here on his feet. You get the ball joint here for his feet articulation. You can move this over, rotate. But all in all, this here is on a ball joint by itself. This is on a ball joint by itself. So you rotate this, then rotate this. And they tilt back and forth. Tilt up. If you move this up and go up this way a little bit more. But that little light gets in the way. But yeah, very cool little figure. So you got some nice gold paint apps right here around him. Nice gray plastic with the yellow paint. Got some nice silver for his abs right there. Very nice. Got some nice goldish paint for the train drive wheels. Very nice. So yeah, very cool. Let's get him into a steam engine mode, shall we? Alright. What I do here is put his fist down in, and like so. Fold this back piece up like so. What you want to do is rotate these back panels around. Be careful whenever you get these. They're a little stiff whenever you get them, but just be careful. Move them up there like that. Now what you want to do here is grab the wheels, pull them out this way, rotate them up. Like so. We also got some nice gold paint apps in here. Alright, before we flip these, you want to rotate this around like so. Bring this up like so. Bring the drive wheel up and down. You want to slot this right in there. Got one drive wheel ready. Bend it at the knee right here, the opposite direction. like so. Rotate this around like so, and bring this down. If you want to, you can leave these here. We're going to make this a lot easier for you guys to understand the transformation of this. Leave the wheels like this for right now. You want to peg this together. Peg this together right here by the peg. Put this section together. Flip the lights up like so. Alright, now comes to the fun part. In here, you look in the back here, you want to pull his arms out like this. From this tab here, it's on a hinge. Pull them back. Set them out here like this. Okay. Then you want to rotate this up. Wait a minute, no. First thing first. I almost forgot a step here. This pops off here. You want to rotate his head down. You want to push down on his head here. Rotate his head down. Like so. That'll snap into place. Okay. Then you want to rotate this up. Like so. On both sides, you want to make sure. Swivel these out. Keep these swiveled out. Like so. Then you want to ab crunch him like he wants right in here. You want to ab crunch him. At the same time, bring these hinges over like this and bring the arms over. Now you want to close this together like so. Whenever you close this, there's these panels right here, and here. Whenever you want to close this, you want to get your fingernail in here. Bear with me, fellas. Come on. Trying to, what you want to do is get this down in, fold this out front, and this will free these panels up. You just got to get your fingernail in here. This is one of the engineering that they kind of had a hard time. Bring his arms up here. I'll rotate this. I'm going to try to make sure the train front end's here. You want to close these together. Wow, you're doing that, which is, it's really a pain in the butt. There we go. You want to sandwich that. Give it a little bit of rush. I'll seal that together. There's these two little tabs up here. We'll tab that together here in a minute. But move his arms down. Get in here and move these panels out. Like so. It's a little fidgety, but it works. The panel there fills in there, see? Like so. We can bring his arms up like so. Rotate these panels around. This side here. And you want to get this piece here. Rotate this panel out and get it straight. Like so. And this piece will come up here. Just slide in underneath. And it will line up with the rest of the train. And make sure the arms are down flat, like so. There we go. And now I like this on the arms here. There's these circular little nubs right here in this gray plastic. His hands just rest right in there, which is pretty nice. They just lock right in there. Very nice. Now for the train wheels, just rotate them down. rotate them down. Careful, this is only on a piece right here. This will break if you gotta be careful. And you just tab these two gray piece sections in, like so. And there we have Bumblebee. Well, that little panel just came on loose on that side, but all you have to do is just go over here and just close that in on both sides here. So yeah. So yeah, there's your little Hearts of Steel Bumblebee. Tab that back in. There's your little Hearts of Steel Bumblebee's steampunked, unmanned cab steam engine. Very neat. This doesn't tab in too well. If I force it, it might break it. But it tabs in pretty well. Very nice. Got the nice little wheels going there, which is nice. So I'll be putting Autobot decal on that. So there we go. We got a little choo-choo train now. Now for hammer storage, there's a spot underneath this train. See a little. That's why it's important for you to rotate these pieces around at the bottom here of him. This hammer will slide straight in under here, like so. Squeeze that, give it a little squeeze, and hammer will stay in there. So you got storage for in his train mode, which is awesome. Very cool. So there you go. You got a little Bumblebee in his steam engine mode. Very cool. I'm digging it. Really digging it. So if you guys got the Hot Soldiers Bumblebee, I'm going to transform him here off camera. If you have him, we'll do a size comparison here for you. Get everything lined up here. There we go. Size comparison. There's that big yellow bee from Hot Soldiers. So you can tell the size comparison difference. So you get that. Very, very cool. So you got a little Hearts of Steel Bumblebee. I hope Hot Soldiers actually does some more of these from Hearts of Steel. I'm hoping they actually make a, like the rest of the train that he pulled in the comic of the rest of the Autobots. That would be really freaking cool if they did, and just had like a little hitch made on, or somehow they make a hitch for on this. And I'm surprised they didn't send a little rail, a little train track to put him on. I'm gonna have to look to see if I have any train tracks about this size, but who knows. But again, what could you do, guys? What could you do? A very cool Hot Soldiers Centurion, which is Bumblebee, which is actually not Bumblebee. Whenever they said there's a little bit more info about this, but I'm not going to go into details. But the only thing is, this is actually a clone or some sort of Shockwave that programmed them to be Autobots or something, and something went wrong or something. They became Autobots or something. But it's a different universe or something like that. You can move this back. Got Bumblebee's head sitting in there like, dude. But it's a very neat little figure. Highly recommended. Transform him back. Get his hammer out. So yeah, this is a very cool looking Hearts of Steel Bumblebee. Highly recommend getting it if you guys like the Hearts of Steel comic book. It was only a 4-issue comic book series, but they actually really did a good job on it. And look what Hot Soldiers did. They actually brought a figure out that no one actually made. No one has never made a Hearts of Steel Bumblebee. I always wanted it. Whenever I first seen pictures of this, I was like, ooh, when's this coming out? You know. Transforming him back is a little bit easier than trying to get him in train mode. There we go. Move this up. I admit, whenever I transformed him for the first time, he was a pain in the butt. But it's all good now. So there is your Hearts of Steel Bumblebee. Finally. Spread his legs. Bring his arms out and around. Bring this up. Bring this down. Bring it down. Bring his head up till it clicks. There we go. So yeah, a lot of people, like I said, whenever they do a review, they had them in train mode. I don't see too many people doing it. Had a review of this, so hopefully I helped out a lot with the transformation for him, and definitely highly recommend getting it. But so yeah, there is your brand new Hot Soldiers Commander Centurion Steel Hearts Edition. Centurion, which is aka Bumblebee. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Please don't forget to like, share, and comment, and please hit that subscribe button, fellas. So until next time. Where I picked this up on eBay. eBay has him for different prices, but I actually had him pre-ordered for 2 months. So there he is. There is the new Hot Soldiers limited edition Centurion, which also gets a nice piece of artwork on the back. Love it. So Mech Planet Warrior, Hot Wars, Hot Soldiers, and yeah, very cool. Highly recommended. Don't forget to check out Web Junior 1977, Prime John 1, Iowa Hawks, Christuffs. Their links will be down in the description down below. And don't forget to check out my buddy Greg Monroe on Facebook. He has all the new Power of the Primes figures available. So, and also the Studio Series figures. Don't forget to check him out. Tell him TransAaron38 or Aaron sent you. So yeah, very cool. I will have more pictures of him up on Instagram and possibly on Twitter. Don't forget to follow me on them. And enough said. I'll have him stickered up for pictures for Instagram. So thanks for watching, guys. This is TransAaron38 talking again. I'm out. Later. Peace.